Hey guys, Electron Man. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this KX5530 Kenwood cassette deck and see what we got here. I picked it up at a yard sale. It looks pretty rough. We're gonna go ahead and wipe it down and get inside of it and see what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this camera around to a different view. I just wanted to kind of give you a look at what we're getting ready to work on. Well, guys, as you can see, it didn't just power on for me. We're in pretty deep now. Basically, I've got no power at all. I think I've found the problem, but anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little progress report of where we're at. Yeah, we kind of got her in a million pieces right now. Belt's actually good on it, which surprised me. I wanted to get in here and check the belt as well, and the belt is actually okay. But anyway, I'll come back here. I've kind of got my hands full right now. I just kind of wanted to show you where we're at right now with this guy. Well, I'm back. I got it somewhat back together. Still got a little bit more work to do it. Boy, it's kind of like a watch or an alarm clock. Taking it apart was actually easier than putting it back together. But anyway, we got her back together, and you know my rule of keep it simple. You know, I don't know why I didn't follow my own rules, but anyway, as you saw, I got this thing completely taken apart. It was good. I went ahead in there and I was able to clean the capstans real good on the tape deck. Checked the belt. The belt was okay. I'm surprised. 30-year-old belt, and it seemed to be still pretty elastic. It wasn't stretched out. So I went ahead and left it alone. If I have to ever go back and put a belt in, I know how to do it now. It'd be a 2-3 hour job to put a belt in, but anyway, I mean it's doable, and like I said, the belt seemed to be fine. I was able to go in there and really clean the heads and the capstans and everything on the deck good. So it was worth taking it all the way apart. But back to, you know, the original problem was it wouldn't power on, and I kept thinking, well, maybe it's not sensing tape, or maybe it's in this timer switch up front here. And so anyway, I got it all taken apart and started checking voltages, and I wasn't getting any voltages anywhere. I mean, nothing. I assumed, that's where I made a mistake, that I was getting power through the transformer and at least into the voltage regulators. And you know, I should have started there. If I'd have checked this voltage regulator right here and seen that I didn't have no power here, I would have started back tracing. But anyway, long story short, after I wasn't getting any power anywhere, I kind of backed up and kind of halfway put it back together and started, you know, square one where I should have to start with. And first place I hit was back here on the main power wires coming in to see if I had 120 coming in. Obviously, you know, you want to make sure you do have 120 volts. Maybe the plug was bad. Well, the plug wasn't bad, and I had 120 volts there. But then when I went to the other side of the switch, I didn't have anything, whether I turned the switch off or on. And I thought, well, maybe it's the switch. And then I did a continuity test on the switch, and then continuity was testing on the switch. And I don't know if you can see it right here, but I've actually got it plugged in right now, so I won't touch it. But where that fresh solder is, that silly joint, which is the main AC going in, had a bad joint right there. Of all places, the first place you want to check, and it had a bad joint there. In fact, it looked like it almost had been arcing or something. But needless to say, I went back and resoldered that, and now the whole deck's up and powering and running. Amazing. Which I'm tickled. I mean, I kind of was thinking, well, you know, I got $5 for the tapes, but I didn't get the tape deck I wanted. But guess what? I got the tape deck I wanted. We'll go ahead and, now that I got her operating real well, I'm going to go ahead and get the covers back on, get all the screws back in it, and we'll kind of take a final review and look at it. I'm excited. You know, I'm trying to figure out why that, it was either a bad factory solder joint, or I don't know. You know, it's got a pretty good strain relief here, so I don't know that it got pulled on. But for whatever reason, that, you know, maybe cold and hot, because it looked like it was sitting in a garage. But that simple fact is the main AC wire coming in had a bad connection. What an easy fix. I wouldn't have had to take it all apart. But as I said, it turned out good anyway. I was able to get in there and did some other maintenance I needed to do. So let me go ahead and get the rest of this buttoned up, and we'll come back and I'll kind of show you what I know about the deck. I need to find an owner's manual online, and there's some stuff on here I don't know. There's a CCRS. I'm not even sure what that stands for. I know indexing, it'll actually, you can run through there and it'll find all the gaps in it so that you can fast forward songs. And I know what some of the stuff does, but it's got a lot of cool features. But anyway, let me get this thing completely back together and cleaned up, and we'll take a final look at it. Hopefully that's a good picture there, guys. there she is, all back together, all cleaned up. She cleaned up really nice. I'm very, very happy with the way it cleaned up. It everything functions like brand new on it. It's kind of nice. I took the face because I was really able to get in there and deep clean it. As you can see, it has a really cool looking screen. Kind of go over what I've seen so far. You have to excuse the sound quality. I'm out here on my bench, and I'm not really set up to hook component items up, so I'm actually using my signal tracer on the output just to have a speaker just to test it and make sure everything was working good. So, you know, it's not going to be super high quality fidelity from there, but anyway, it's got a electric eject on it, as you can see, real smooth there. Go ahead and drop a tape in here. Can't play it very long either because I don't want to get into any you know, well, I can't think of the name of it now, but you know, plagiarism or whatever of somebody else's music. So, but I do want to show you that everything works on it great. This is just a pre-recorded tape that I had from those tapes I grabbed. I just grabbed it because it was a decent quality tape. It was a Sony tape, but I didn't record this. I'm sure I could probably do a better job of recording, but kind of just here to show you the options of it. But anyway, we'll go ahead and hit play. Hopefully you can hear that. You've got Dolby noise reduction, A, B, and C, and I don't know if you can hear that, but there's just none. You hear that hiss in there? There's Dolby B. I like Dolby C better. And you got MPX filter, which I could really tell a difference in my ear here. I don't know if you can tell it there though, but anyway, that just kind of gives you the idea of all the different filters it has on it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that music down so that we don't get into any plagiarism, any music here. But we'll go ahead and go over the rest of it this way without worrying about music being a problem in there. As you can see, it has a digital counter on it, which is really cool. Not that that's anything special, but it is cool. It's got an index scan, which basically that you can hit that and it'll go through the tape and it'll find all the indexes in it. So then you can skip songs. It has fast forward. It has fast forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's for your index. So it'll go to the 7th song, 8th song, 9th song, but anyway. So that's cool to be able to fast forward it like that. Of course, you got Dolby MPX. I don't know what this DDRS is. I need to look over it. It's got auto bias, and then you can do a bias preset. You can set the bias how you want. It's got HX Pro in it. It's auto reverse. Actually, if you notice the arrow there, I'm playing that side of that side B of the tape. Hit that. That's side A of the tape. Of course, you can hit stop here. Of course, you got bounce control. And check this out. It's got an auto fade. Watch this auto fade. Watch real close here. I don't know. Let me make sure the camera sees this. It has a, which I've never seen before. But watch this. Would you hit auto fade? See the knob turning with the little red light blinking. So it's linear. So it's nice and smooth. So when you're if you're doing your own recording of tapes, and you hit that auto fade, it'll fade in for you, fade in and out for you to a preset level. Whatever I had it before. And there you go. And then you want to auto fade back. Man, that makes it really clean. You know, instead of turning it and not having exact speed, it's going to have the exact linear speed every time you do your fades, which I think is super cool. Of course, you got your chord balance. Shows you auto fade. It's auto reverse. It's got a timer. I'm not sure. I have to look that up and find out. Whoops, sorry. Back here. It's got a timer. I'm not sure exactly what that does as far as record and play. Doesn't have a clock, so I'm not sure how that timer works. It does have the I'd like to find a whole stack of the I guess the KX series Kenwoods. I'd like to get the receiver and probably even the tuner and have the stack of them, because you can control this deck. It's got the lines going in the back for cat control, basically, to go through, and the receiver deck can control this unit, turning it off and on, etc., which I think is kind of a cool feature to have. You know, I know a lot of your new units have that, but anyway, I don't know what else I can review on it. I mean, quality just seems to be totally amazing. I'm tickled. Like I said, this is quite a score. I cleaned it up real well. I do have a I have a Yamaha deck. It doesn't have CC that cat control, but it will go with it. But right now where it's at, I don't really have the spot to put this, so I'm gonna have to kind of work on making a spot to put this in there and have it with my rack. You know, I've got a linear turntable I need to dig out somewhere too and get it and kind of get them all together and kind of show a whole audio file system there. But anyway, really super simple fix. I spent more time cleaning than I did anything that and taking apart something I didn't need to, but I got familiar with it. Never have to put a belt in it. I know how to do it now. We can do a reset on the counter. But anyway, that's my little repair and review of the KX5530. If you find one of these out there and it's functioning, it's a thumbs up. It's a high quality unit. Something you definitely want, especially if you're into cassette tapes. And I know they're kind of like LPs. They're kind of coming back around. Kind of the nostalgia of it. And I tell you what, if you're at garage sales, I find more cassette tapes. Oh my goodness. I can have a whole library of my 70s and 80s rock just in garage sales and pick them up for like $0.25 a piece. So there is some positive to kind of getting into the cassette thing. But anyway, guys, have a great day out there. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of unusual. Just thought I'd throw it together. It's kind of one of my garage sale finds, and I couldn't wait to see if I could restore this thing and get it back up and running, which we've done. So off to the next thing. I think the next thing I'm probably going to go mess with is that Block Pont console stereo. See what we can do with that guy. That's probably going to be a pretty big project. But anyway, have a good one, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It helps